Hello and welcome 12 signs to my weekly energy update. Just to let you know what's going on in the stars above us a bit and what's kind of moving around us numerically as well. Last year we had a lot of portals. I expected a 6619 portal. It didn't hit. But I will tell you it is still numerically an important day because I am giving my energy update. Welcome to my channel, the Queen of Clovers. You guys have been amazing with your views this week. I am just floored. I was actually wanting to do these live, but I haven't been allowed to do live until literally like 24 hours ago. I was given permission to go live. And so, knowing that, I will do my energy updates live next week. But for now, we're just going to talk about, again, we got all hit by that June 3rd new moon. It was that Nine of Swords card based on the tarot. So it's definitely removing things that no longer serve you, clearing your energy. Hopefully you planted your seeds, you set your intentions. We're still kind of circling in that new moon energy now, at least for 5 days easily. So it's not too late to set your intentions. I've done them late before, and it's better late than never because it really still has possibilities. The energy is still there for you. Remember, this is a balancing new moon. It's going to balance that parental versus passionate energy. It's going to give you that spontaneous living on the edge, taking things to the absolute finality, which you're just about with that Nine of Swords anyhow. And if you know a Gemini, you know they're risk takers. I have a Gemini sun, so I have had several surgeries, several repaired arms, and it all started quite young. I think he was 2 when it started. So also this week we had Mercury go into Cancer. This is the energy. I kind of bundled it up in the readings in new moon energy, but this is that quality over quantity energy hitting us in our Venus this month. And Cancer, of course, is all in the fields. This is going to be through 6/26, by the way, June 26th. And it's quality over quantity. It's also an escape from the universal and moving more towards those closest to us and those that are most near and dear to us. On June 8th, that would be Saturday, we have Venus, that was Mercury in Cancer. Mercury, very communication, so very moving together with everybody. That happened on the 4th. So we're sitting in that energy right now, not to mention that blast of communication from communicative energy from the new moon. I think some people might say things that are stunning. But I often find that people, when people say things like stunning, it's really not that stunning. It's only stunning that they said it. This usually happens. I mean, I grew up in the 90s. I went to high school in a Catholic school, and I remember a couple guys like, oh, by the way, I'm gay. Like, after we were in junior college for a few months, and it was kind of like, yeah, we all knew. Thanks for saying it, though. Okay, so 6/8, we have Venus. This is that lovey-dovey in Gemini through July 3rd. So it's going to leave us on the 4th. We're going to have a new love for the 4th of July. But for now, this is variety, adding the spice to life. This is communication. This is letters. This is texts and emails. This is very wordy. It's kind of the stuff I love. But most importantly, I have written a handwritten letter to somebody in the last week. So I am just basking in this energy before it hits. And I do expect a handwritten letter back. I was promised a letter back. So expect maybe a love letter or two that you didn't expect. And if you get flowers from your lover, expect more than like a heart and his name, like actual message this time. And then, of course, attraction itself, this Venus and new moon, we're going to connect mentally. If you are a mental lover, I'm definitely a physical lover, obviously, but, and wait till I post how I met my twin flame. You guys will there'll be a dry nothing in the house. We'll see how many of you actually listen and hear that. But anyways, no more mumbling. So this connection, if you're a mental lover, which I am definitely a mental lover, I find stupid to be the biggest turnoff on the planet, like really just stupid. But this is the moment. This is when you want to fall in love, because the stars and the moons are shining on your favor to actually connect mentally and to bond less physically, more in thought and theme, which is just, again, that's all sexy stuff to me. But that is the energy update. That's the energies coming to you this week. And I haven't really picked energies for the readings upcoming for next week, but I know this is all about the new moon, and just really, it was all the readings were about setting up your life so that when Monday hits next week, you know, that Monday feeling that I've got that full new, like, I'm starting over feeling, it's going to hit really well. That's what we all should have been working on this week, so I certainly hope you are. There was a download at the beginning of every reading I talked about. Are you doing the work? If you're not doing the work, the readings probably don't make as much sense to you. Neither do the astrological energies, things that you should. When I talk about like things coming up, like this Mercury in Cancer and this quality over quantity and you should at least think about the themes that are in the sky, even if you do not believe in astrology and the moon. I went through this for a year. It's extremely cathartic. It's basically, you think about these things, you consider these topics, you and where you stand on them, and you just develop yourself at least mentally. And when you go to sleep, you'll probably get some really interesting dreams, because I have been getting ridiculous dreams. I haven't been sleeping. I wake up every morning at like 3:30, 3:45. By 4 o'clock, I feel like I could jump out of bed and like work out. So I'm going to actually try and do that a little bit this week. Even though it's Thursday, I'm going to start tomorrow, even though it's Friday and not Monday. That's hard for me. As you can tell by my readings, they're like Monday's on. That's why, because a lot of things start for Monday on me. The download I got this week that I was told to share in my energy update was that not asking questions is still holding somebody at arm's length. It basically means that even if I am psychic, even if you pick up clues that are nonverbal clues in other ways and you are fucking Sherlock Holmes, it sounds lovely, doesn't it? So you don't have to ask questions. You don't have to have these conversations. Are you avoiding these conversations? Like I said, I do know my twin flame. I do know exactly who he is. He's out of town right now, and I do miss him, but I need to think, I should have asked him. I knew when he was going out of town that he was going to be gone for a significant amount of time. He didn't tell me where he was going or what he was doing, or even that he was actually leaving, because, well, I should have asked, but I didn't. So that means I'm actually, our relationship is one of, you know, him holding back and then me holding back, and we're both avoiders. Not very healthy for a relationship. But with all the energies in Gemini and communication and a little like handwritten postcard hello, I think maybe, just maybe, we'll figure it out if we work on those themes. At least I'm going to. So even if you're not psychic, what does this download mean to you? There are things you know about your lover, about your kids, about your boss, that you have picked up just from being around them. My son once told me that it's virtually like you have to be a big jerk to not know what's going on in the lives of the people you live with. Yeah. It might, I mean, he said this to me when he was like 17, when I was trying to give him like a family update. Like, this is what's going on this week. And he's like, dude, I know. I just need specific times. I was like, oh, sorry. So you do have to be a pretty big jerk, and even more a jerk than your average teenager boy, to not know what's going on with the people around you. And it doesn't mean that you are free from asking those questions and engaging with that person. If you cannot ask questions of the person closest to you, or people that you believe you are close to, for fear of reprisal, I'm telling you to ask this question lovingly. I'm not telling you to ask this question like a jerk, like an average teenage boy. But just really, if you do ask those questions lovingly and considerately, you should be able to engage with that person quite easily, both on your side of the matter and theirs. And it should be that even give and take that we talk about. So something to consider from Spirit. I will definitely be posting new weeklies. Capricorn and Leo, unbelievable Capricorn week, but you will both be getting dream readings. The summer readings are too soon. I was told to wait till the summer solstice. So we're going to have to wait. I know a lot of us are working on balancing that parental versus passionate energy, which is basically, I got to finish this school year, and I've got, or month end, year end. I know a lot of people do that in June. And I want to plan an amazing summer at the same time. We really could use that summer reading, but Spirit is not with it, and they want me to continue with those dream readings. Capricorn and Leo, those will be coming up for you. So thank you for listening. Thank you for my energy update. Next week will be live, and I hope to all see you there. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. Thank you for sharing in my energy and letting me share in yours. And definitely have a great weekend, loves.